and welcome. I'm Anne Mawadu. Coming up on the program today, President Muhammadu Buhari meets Benue State at the Presidential Villa, Abuja. Health Minister visits Libyan returnees at their holding camp in Rivers State. And youths in Imo State join the DPR's campaign to enforce the sale of fuel at the regulated pump price. We begin in Abuja, the Federal Capital Territory, where President Muhammadu Buhari today held a closed-door meeting with Governor Samuel Ortom of Benue State over the recent killings in Logo and Goma local government areas. After the meeting, Governor Ortom told State House correspondents that his visit is to brief the president on the security situation in the state and acknowledge the support of the federal government at ensuring that peace returns to Benue. He hints that the militiamen attacking the people of Benue State are camped in Tunga village in our local government area of Nasarawa State. He also says he's confident in the federal government's ability to end the crisis and bring the perpetrators to justice.
I have never accused anyone of blocking me from seeing Mr. President. I see Mr. President. I told you, when this incident occurred, I spoke to Mr. President on phone and followed it up. I know what it entails being a president, even as governor. Most times I'm not even with my phone. People cannot assess me the way it used to be. Talk less of a president. That is just for a governor. So I cannot say that, and I have not said it. The truth is that I have access to Mr. President anytime I want, speak to him on phone, and to see him personally. I requested that I wanted to speak to him on phone that day because I couldn't come to Abuja, and he gave me the opportunity. I did. And today I'm here, and I've seen him. It's the right way to go. And since we started the implementation, there has been relative peace amongst farmers and herdsmen. They were doing well until this militia coming from this Miyetti and Hore came and attacked us. And they are known. We know where they are. As I talk to you, they are in Tungwa, in our local government. That is where these people are camped and coming to attack people. And they're taking a different dimension. Yesterday, in Logo local government, just yesterday, mobile policemen that were deployed to Logo to keep vigil and to protect the people and the land. These militia people came, exchanged fire with them, caught two of them, slaughtered them like goats. Mobile policemen. Shot another one, macheted him, and left him in the pool of his blood. Luckily, he did not die. We have taken him, he's in the hospital, we are treating him. The other one that was declared missing was found today. So when it gets to the level of militia killing security men who are armed and are trained to protect lives and property, and then is it not taking a dangerous dimension? Who is now safe?
Benue State Governor Samuel Ortom. Meanwhile, the president has ordered the Inspector General of Police, Ibrahim Idris, to move to Benue State in an effort to stop the killings of innocent civilians by suspected herdsmen. According to a press release from the force headquarters, President Muhammadu Buhari gave the order to ensure things are done properly to protect residents and their property following the attacks in Logo and Goma local government areas of Benue State. The Inspector General of Police is moving there with additional units of mobile police force. In addition to the special forces, counter-terrorism units and conventional policemen are already deployed to Benue State to restore law and order. A security expert, Captain Aliyu Umar, seems unhappy with the relocation directive given to the police boss. Captain Umar says that the Nigeria Police Force does not have the training for the terrain and the headsmen operate in, and this would be more or less punishment for the force. He was speaking earlier on our breakfast program, Sunrise Daily.
asked you, I said the president has ordered the Inspector General of Police to relocate to Benue. You say that is not enough.
No. No.
It's not enough that he has asked that the head of the police force should move his office to Benue and stay there until this is sorted out.
You just want to punish the police force. Military operations require innovation and imagination to tackle the kind of problem you are seeing. The APC should be wary. This problem will become their albatross, the same way Boko Haram was PDP's albatross. It may sound too naive to be true now, but we saw 6-week extensions of elections, but then it was too little, too late. And what's the fourth one? If we decide to do the figures and we'll calculate the cost of violence to Miyetti Allah, to the poor Benue communities and other places these guys have taken their mayhem to, we calculate the cost of sustaining those communities and rehabilitating them. We put all that together, lump sum. Then we look at our GDP and say, what's the figures on our GDP? You will see that there's a chunk. So there's an economic impact. The last one, very important. I know men and women from those areas who are in Maiduguri right now. They are putting blood and life on the line to secure that part of the country. How do you think they feel when they get news of what's happening in their own hometowns, for which nobody is putting life and effort on ground? It's going to affect even the morale within the armed forces.
In the meantime, the leadership of the Miyetti Allah Association has distanced itself from the killings and attacks in Benue State. The Secretary General of the association, Baba Usman Ngenzerma, says that the organization condemns the killings, but that it does not take away from the fact that the implementation of the anti-open grazing law is not as it should be. He was speaking on our breakfast program, Sunrise Daily.
We value lives very well. Both the lives of our members and the lives of anybody in Nigeria is valuable. So we have to condemn it. We have to call on the security to try as much as possible to be bringing the perpetrators of this act to book. Why can't we ask ourselves, what is happening now? Why are these crises taking place now? You know, we suspect there is a political undertone to this crisis. You know, sometimes when they happen, they were given a religious and religious correlation. In some places, they were termed ethnic crisis. In some other places, they were seen as a religious crisis. But they are far from, it is far from religion. It is happening in Zamfara. It has happened in Kaduna. It's happening in Benue. It took place in Plateau. It's taking place in Taraba now. The husband is not spared by the cattle rustler. Today we lost over 2 million cattle in Nigeria as a result of cattle rustling. Who are the owners of those cattle? They are the husband. The husband is not spared from the extortion of the security on the highway. The husband is not spared by this pastoralist crisis that is given the religious and ethnic correlation, despite the political undertone that is attached to the crisis from the way we look at it. So, see, Governor Samuel Ortom, to me personally, I consider him to be a gentleman who wants to solve this problem once and for all. He invited us when he was going to implement that law, but even that time, we told him that implementing it immediately is a problem, because this is changing a way of life of the people who are not educated, who are not skilled, who are not trained. It has to be gradual.
My news across Nigeria returns to find out why the Rivers State governor is commending the presidency. Details and more shortly. Stay with us.